Now, meanwhile, what did this match get? Like a eighth of a star?
An eighth of a star. It gets 1 star and it's outstanding.
Okay. All right.
You're going to be really excited about this.
About what? What's coming up next?
Tank Abbott, Jerry Flynn.
No, we just saw it.
Well, I'm just saying that was 1 star. You were not excited about that?
No. Okay.
I know you won't be excited about this. It's Buff Bagwell and Diamond Dallas Page. It's
this was a bullshit. This was a bullshit angle.
It's 3 1/4 stars.
This gets 3 1/4 star.
Yeah. And it's even called best match on the show. Mainly a brawl all over the place. They ended up in the internet area and each guy smashed their computer together and DDP hit Bagwell with a keyboard. Blah, blah, blah. They did an angle where Kimberly came out, but she did nothing. And they teased that they didn't know which one she had come out to help.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, can you believe DDP's old ass is wrestling again tonight with AEW?
Isn't that something? God.
I thought it was cool the way he's 67 and came out and diamond cut the young tag team trying to get over. I nearly choked to death right there.
Everybody's a fucking booker.
No, I'm not at all. I just think it's awesome though. He's trying to help the young guys get over, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Seriously, I've never seen someone run through their entire LinkedIn resume the way DDP did on this.
Isn't it?
Last night. As you all know, bro, from following me on bang@ddp.com. Maybe you first seen me on my Instagrams. It's at Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. Maybe you've seen me on the Twitter machine. Some of you probably even got my free app in the App Store and Google Play.
Did you hear JR react to it?
No, what is that?
He was doing all that stuff, and you could hear JR say, you could just hear him say, on the mic. And so after the show was over, DDP said, bro, I need to talk to you. And I'm thinking, he's going to give me shit for JR's comment. Well, it wasn't really a comment, just kind of a sigh.
A sigh.
Yeah, sigh, right. And he said, come on, he talked to us. Fuck, here we go. So I walk in the back. He said, hey, bro, how much weight have you gained? I said, I've gained 5 pounds. I said, I weigh every week. I went down to 219 on your diet. I'm up to 224. He said, bro, you need to stop right now. You will gain all your weight back. It's okay. I said, thanks, man. I really appreciate your concern. He said, listen, I'll help you out. Call me, whatever you need. And I walked out thinking, whew, I guess he didn't hear JR's comment.
Well, he's going to hear about me and you talking about him, and we're both going to get lit up on our text messages.
Anyway, this was a bullshit angle. This was one of those angles to where they tried to work the boys. We were in the backstage area. I think we were in Denver, if I recall. And there was a commotion in the back as the guys were getting there that day. And someone said, Paige and Bagwell are having a fight about Kimberly. And they had a big pull apart, and they tried to make it look real. And I'm thinking, I'm standing in the back watching this pull apart thinking, who the fuck are they trying to fucking fool? They're trying to work the boys to try to make it a real angle.
How about the sign in the background that says Buff ate my stuff? There's a girl holding it up. So anyway, you weren't a fan of the involving somebody's real life wife in a story like that?
No. I mean, look, I get it. You try to come up with a storyline and you try to make it real, but I never was in favor of working the boys because nothing's a work. I mean, nothing's real. Everything's a work. So don't try to fucking fool us. Oh, both went down at the same time and beer flying away. By the way, here's a little, we're at 137, 20, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
By the way, is DDP going to be, when it's all said and done, one of the most important figures in wrestling history?
I think he's going to be one of the most successful after wrestling figures.
I mean, not only did he started late, was a manager, then started late as a wrestler, went on to have great success there, helped a lot, became world champ, helped a lot of people with, their physical fitness and taking better care of themselves, turned around Jake the Snake and Scott Hall in a major way. And then sort of quietly, as he's built this big business for himself, the way you promote a business these days is a little different. You've got to have almost like your own little promotional department. And he assembled a really, really great crew of people. The Steve Hughes of the world, the Dylan Primers of the world. And when this whole AEW thing came to be, they were there to help lend support when a startup wrestling company really needed it. And now he's behind the scenes, a pretty important part of that from a production standpoint. And I just don't think long term, even though he's our buddy, we like to fuck with him on the show because that's what we do. Long term, when you really look at his influence in the business in a very positive way, because lots of people say, oh, he was terrible to work with, and oh, he wanted to script his matches, and Mark Madden thinks he's a dick. And there's people who didn't like him as an in-ring performer when he was wrestling, but now that he's out of the ring, the support continues for the business in a way that I don't think a lot of people really understand.
No, I agree with everything you said. He will go down as one of the more important ones in the business.
Chris Jericho credits him with still being able to do what he does because he had really bad back trouble, and lots of guys, have lengthened their career. A guy like AJ Styles years ago was really hurting in his back, and he got on this routine and now he's better for it. And you don't hear as much of that anymore because, the AEW, WWE thing is real, but there are a lot of guys who have, his program as a regular part of their lifestyle, yourself included, and it's helped a lot. And, then the whole production facility thing, just right place, right time, good guy, somebody they know, like, and trust. And it continues to evolve. It's really remarkable that it almost feels accidental until you talk to him and realize, no, it was the plan all along.
Yeah. He's got great people working for him. You're right. He really does. And I go there every week and work with those guys, and I'm not going to mention them because I'll leave somebody out, and I shouldn't.
Well, there's Weird Louie. We know there's Weird Louie.
Yeah, there's Weird Louie. And you know what? I need to say something here about Weird Louie.
He's the guy who does the terrible impressions at the start of the show that have ruined it for the last year. Continue.
No, he does some of them. He doesn't do them all. He does some of them. He did Sean Connery. He did Christopher Walken, Norm Macdonald. He does some of them. But for every time I see Weird Louie, first thing I want to do is shoot myself in the head.
Sure, of course.
But he's a damn good producer. He's a damn good video editor. He really is. Really good at what he does. Everybody at Comeback Studios, part of DDP Yoga, they're all good people. Oh, and look at this. Chad Damiani, Mark Madden, WCW.com. Look at those old monitors, would you? Things have changed tremendously in the 20 years, haven't they?
They have.
Things have changed tremendously in the last 10 years.
Oh, by the way, did you see over this past weekend, Hulk Hogan auctioned off his old Hulkamania red and yellow Viper?
Did you bid for it?
I did not.
What did it get?
I think like 80 grand, 75, 80 grand. Went through the Meekum auction, and he donated it, and he wasn't keeping the money. 100% of the proceeds went to 50 Legs, which I believe helps children get artificial limbs, prosthetics, things like that. If you'd like to see more about it, it's 50legs.org online. But yeah, Hogan's car brought like 75 or 80 G's, and that's going to go help kids get prosthetics, and that's pretty cool.
That is cool. How's Hogan doing?
He's great.
That's one of the guys I'd like to reach out to and just to check in on and see how he's doing.
He's with Eric this week, I think. You know, Eric's sort of spent the winter, a lot of the winter, most of November and all of December down in Florida. Not too far from Clearwater Beach, where Hogan has a place on the ocean there.
Right.
Him and the missus have just been staying in an Airbnb because, you know, his kids live down there, his son and daughter-in-law, and it's easy to fly into. So his daughter, who's on the West Coast, can still come see him. And I think some point later in the month, he'll make his way back home, but he's had a really great time down there. So much that he's even thinking about looking at a place, and it's easy to see why. Anybody who's spent any time down there, especially this time of year at his house in Wyoming, it's fucking bitterly cold. Not the case in Clearwater, Florida.
No, Clearwater, Florida would be a good place to live. You know, I've thought, Lois and I have considered moving.
Well, I want to move. You want to move?
You don't want to move.
I do.
Why you want to move? You have the nicest house in all of Huntsville, Alabama.
That's not true.
Oh yeah, it is. As your father-in-law said, the biggest house on the biggest hill in town. Why would you stop it? But Lois and I had considered moving. And then Lois said, nah, I don't want to leave my grandkids.
Well, let's do this. Let's me and you. We'll just leave Lois and Megan to it, and we'll just move out west.
I wouldn't mind moving to Vegas.
I'm in. I swear to you, I'm going to send you some links. I've been looking at houses in Vegas all weekend.
Yeah, I can't afford that stuff, though.
No, you don't have to. You're with me. If you're with me, you wouldn't pay for anything, just like
always. You're right. You're right. You just buy 2 houses on the block.
No, not 2 houses. But just get one where you have a wing or a floor.
Okay, that's good enough for me. It's got to be, I don't need stairs because Lois can't get up and down the stairs.
Hey, first of all, if we're doing this together, Lois ain't coming. I ain't signing up for a boss or dog hair.
Well,
and secondly, it would have to have an elevator. Come on.
Yeah.
How are you going to get your party supplies from the top level to the basement?
Mm-hmm. But I always thought that Vegas would be a great place to live.
Well, ask your coworker, John Moxley. He knows. He lives there.
Yeah. I will.
Maybe we'll go look at some places together while we're out there Super Bowl weekend.
I'm not going to be able to move, Conrad. I'm going to be living in this house until I die, and I could die any minute.
Tony, you've got $19 million fucking dollars. Mm-hmm. What is the holdup? First of all,
I got $19 million.
I realized that I got finessed. I'm letting you keep all the proceeds from this shit show in order to pay for that wedding. Meanwhile, you're sitting on fucking 8 figures. What's the deal?
I wish I knew, my friend. I wish I knew. This match over yet?
No.
So we're going to move to Vegas, huh?
Why not?
I'll tell you where another place I liked. I liked Arizona a lot too. And Lois said she wouldn't mind moving to San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio?
Yep.
What's up with that?
She's got friends there. It's a big military town. You know, she's really loves the military. And so there you go.
So there you go. What does that mean?
Well, there you go. Well, I don't know. We'll just end up living here. The grandkids have changed everything with us.
What did it change?
Well, Lois really loves her grandkids, and she wasn't really a good grandmother.
Really?
And now, she was a terrible grandmother. Because she always said, I raised 5. Oh, Lordy.
You in on some bacon? Here comes the bacon.
She was, I'm telling you, she was during this run the most beautiful woman in wrestling, I thought.
Well, in 2000, things aren't the same with Tammy Sedge, so it's I would give you this. She's up there.
Yeah, just beautiful. Just.
It was proven a long time ago, well before yoga, the DDP was a hell of a salesman.
Oh boy. Mm.
This is a very much a Vince Russo style storyline.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I want to mention great close personal friend of the show. Mance Warner had a no rope barbed wire match over the weekend for an independent promotion about an hour outside of Dallas. A Texas no rope barbed wire death match. Where are you at on it, Tony?
Crazy. So in other words, they had no ropes, so they stretched barbed wire around the ring post.
Yeah. So they replaced the ropes with barbed wire. So if you, instead of taking an Irish whip into ropes, you took it into strands of barbed wire.
Did he get like a $50 payoff?
I don't know what the payday of that promotion is, but you do.
The fuck? You don't need to do shit like that. Hey, I like Mance. Great performer. We love Mance.
Oh, did you just Google it and look at pictures?
No.
Oh, you just started yelling, what the fuck? I thought you.
Well, I'm thinking
Dude, the man likes that beef stew at Aldi. That shit ain't gonna pay for itself.
Yeah, and for a $50 payoff, you can get a lot of it. You probably get a month's worth.
I think that promotion pays.
Good.
I think it's like $150.
And Nitro, New World Order, and the Crow. Thunder, Russo, Arquette, Champ, Vinnie, Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not your classy podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh. Lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan. Tom Zig's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a trip. Tommy, come over.